Hey, good afternoon, guys. Genevieve here to talk about our upcoming full moon in the sign of Pisces on Monday evening, right before 8 o'clock, the 20th. And this is called the harvest moon because the time of year we are in Virgo season and it is the time of harvest. It is almost the beginning of fall. The autumnal equinox happens on the 22nd, which also happens to be my husband Steve's birthday. So we always have extra things to celebrate because it's his birthday. It is also a new season, our favorite, or at least my favorite season of the year, a time to celebrate everything that we have harvested over the course of the spring and summer and fall, and just really appreciate our bounty and abundance and blessings. And so now, my favorite time of year and also probably one of the favorite oil blends that I create because I originally did create it for Steve, and I call it Nervous Nelly. But I'll get into that in a minute. I just want you to know that under this full moon, there's really not anything to be nervous about. It's going to be a really positive full moon in the sign of Pisces. As we know, Pisces is a water sign. So this is a good time. Water and earth go together very well. The positives of it is just very nurturing, loving, supportive energy, kind of sensual, romantic energy, spiritual sometimes, very grounded. The emotional part of the Pisces moon can sometimes make us feel a little too emotional, though. So it's nice that it falls in the sign of Virgo, which keeps us down to earth. And I'm super excited too because this is the start of vacation for us. Our first time doing that since before COVID. So we're celebrating Steve's birthday. We're celebrating fall. We are celebrating this full moon on Monday night during our vacation. So I'm super excited. This full moon, like I said, is going to be pretty positive. So we have a lot of good aspects. There are slight negative aspects, but they're minor because of where they fall in the skies. The biggest thing to watch out for is, it is a good time to reap and to experience good fortune, good news, especially through travel, through making plans, through socializing, and truly harvesting the fruits of your labor. But don't overdo it. Don't kind of be too showy about it, or don't take advantage of the things that you have reaped and that you have been rewarded with during this phase, because they could easily be taken away from you. So and then also there is a slight chance because Pisces is a water sign. It's ruled by Neptune, which is the lord of the oceans and the underseas, of drowning or of shipwrecks. So that being said, don't swim in any rip currents, or when the weather is too choppy, or don't go into the seas if there's stormy weather or rough seas. But other than that, it should be smooth sailing for all of us during this full moon phase. So again, it's a great time for travel, for making plans, for socializing, for just being around friends and loved ones, planning for the future. It's a great time. Virgo is goal oriented, detail, and planner. So it's a great time to do that. Make plans for the future. If you can't travel now, if you can't socialize now, get that stuff on your calendar. It's a good time to look into the future, plan it out, dream about it. Okay. It's also a great time to increase your knowledge about a lot of various aspects, but especially anything to do with religion, spirituality. All of those things are associated with the sign of Pisces. Philosophy, language, all of those things. It's a great time for negotiating. It's a good time for business dealings and signing contracts because of that analytical Virgo mind, working with the intuition of the sensitive Pisces. Your instincts are really going to be sharp and on point at this time. There's going to be a lot of deep philosophical conversations with others. It's going to be intense. Some of it might be a little too intense. So if that kind of thing bothers you, maybe shy away, because it could get a little deep again with the Pisces, the water. It could get a little deeper than you might be comfortable with. Don't go to any extremes at this time regarding theories, conspiracies, you know, any extremism whatsoever needs to be avoided. Arguments, conflict are possible if you get caught up in those type of debates. You know, it's just going to be a really, weather-wise, at least here in Delmarva, it's going to be a beautiful week. It's going to be wonderful weather. The sky should be clear, so we should have a wonderful view of this harvest moon. Watch out for bad judgment. Watch out for vanity. You know, watch out for creative blocks. You might come into conflict with some people who could try to undermine your intelligence or creativity, and so you might take that as a reason to kind of withdraw, but don't do that. You know, art, science, beauty, anything like that. We want to surround ourselves with this at this time. You know, the only real big thing, again, I said there's a little bit of a square with Mercury, but where it's placed at, it's not going to be too much of a hard aspect. Jupiter is playing a big part in this, again, in fortune and riches and luck. Jupiter is the optimistic planet, and just brings us a lot of opportunity and good fortune. Again, you could be very intuitive and psychic at this time. So definitely, you know, hone in on that. Don't ignore it. Try to pay attention to it. Write down any kind of things that pop into your head while dreaming, while meditating, while deep thinking, while gazing at that moon or the ocean. You know, you definitely, things can change. You know, you have to go with the flow with the watery moon. But as long as you pay attention to your instincts, you should be able to jump on any opportunities in those changing conditions. And all of these influences, again, last for about 2 weeks up into the next new moon, which will be October 6th in the sign of Libra. So again, yeah, blessed be, guys. It's going to be a really great, just vibey kind of energy for this full moon. So really enjoy it. Definitely charge your crystals, meditate, journal. Oh, before I go, I do have to share with you, I'm very grateful of a coworker of mine, a friend who is also a Virgo, for her birthday, which was last week. She gave us all gifts, and that goes to the thoughtfulness of the Virgo and the giving nature and nurturing nature. She gave me a new moon journal. It says Moonchild. I don't know if you can see that. It's a Moonchild planner, okay, and I've already started writing in it. You can write down all of the moon cycles, and you can set your goals, your intentions, your positive thoughts, your affirmations, your plans. I've started to transcribe some of my oil blends into it as well. So, oh yes, back to the oil blend. So again, Nervous Nelly. This is one of my most popular oil blends. I made it for Steve because of his Virgo tendency to overanalyze. He tends to overthink things, and in combination with the Pisces, you know, emotional energy sometimes can be a little nervous and erratic as well. So as we know, a lot of mental kind of anxiety and things like that can lead to physical ailments. And in his respect, in many Virgos' respects, I believe, leads to an upset stomach or just kind of queasiness, butterflies, that kind of thing. And that's why I created Nervous Nelly. But the oils go great with the Virgo energy, with the Pisces full moon energy, and it's a really great blend. To me, it's earthy, it's sensual, but there's a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of florals in there, and it's just very grounding, but it also kind of helps you to meditate. It helps you connect with your spiritual center. And so, Nervous Nelly includes, I will find it here in a second, guys. I'm so sorry. Frankincense, cedarwood, valerian, which are all very earthy, woody scents. Coriander, nutmeg, clove, marjoram, which are kind of spicy scents that are reminiscent of fall to me. but also anything that's spicy adds a little bit of romance and passion. Roman chamomile, petitgrain, raven sarah. These are all great with Pisces signs. They are calming, they are nurturing, they help you to sleep well, they help you to meditate, along with vetiver, juniper berry, lavender, and neroli. So these are kind of, you know, mental clarity, but also rest, relaxation, meditation, some sensual romantic sense in there. So it's a great blend to not only kind of keep you calm during some transitional things, maybe during some emotional things that come up under the full moon, but they also will support your creativity, your meditation, your spiritual side, and your sensual side. So enjoy the full moon, guys. Until next time, namaste, blessed be. Take care of yourselves and enjoy the harvest of this full moon, and of course of our autumnal equinox, the first day of fall, on September 22nd. And do me a favor, if you know Steve, if you're friends with him on Facebook, wish him a happy birthday on Wednesday, guys. Okay? Bye-bye.